Chapter 2. The Beginning. It's December 1991. Operation Desert Storm is taking place in the Middle East, and there are now 1 million computers worldwide connected to the internet. But at the age of 7, I'm neither fighting Saddam or surfing the web. I'm back in St. John's Gymnasium in Marshfield, my hometown of 18,800 people, located in the geographic center of Wisconsin. As I walk in, the space is pitch black, and the smell of an old gym permeates the air. "Hit the lights," shouts my dad, and for the next 5 minutes, we wait near the stage while the lamps heat up. I began playing basketball at an early age, and I learned right away that practice was the only way to separate myself from the other kids. My dad coached an 8th grade girls team at St. John's, and if I got my homework done, I'd join him at practice so I could hang out in and around the gym. Out of respect for the team and my dad, my presence was welcome any time, but I had to sit and watch, and no dribbling was allowed during practice. I watched my dad teach the fundamentals, and the girls worked hard, but had fun. My dad stressed man-to-man defense and was a stickler about seeing the basketball and rotating to help on any penetration to the basket. I listened, learned, and admittedly thought to myself, some of these girls stink at basketball. Yet I respected them because they worked hard, and they played for my dad. When the final whistle would blow to signal the end of practice, I'd grab a ball, sprint onto the floor, and work on my game. Early on, my dad always told me that I needed to be able to dribble and shoot with both hands. We worked on my left hand and shot a lot of left-handed layups. The other thing he stressed was developing good shot form. He frowned whenever I'd shoot three-pointers, and consequently, I worked on being able to make short shots and shoot the way he taught me. When it was time to go, we'd put the balls in the sports closet, which contained junior high football gear, volleyball equipment, and a rack of basketballs. I spent a lot of time in that room trying on old jerseys, football pads, helmets, etc. In fact, my dad actually bought a couple of used helmets, shoulder pads, and football pants from the school one year as a Christmas gift for my brother and me. It was the coolest present I ever received. My dad was a graduate of Marquette University and was a student during the first and only men's basketball national championship in 1977. If Marquette was playing on TV, my dad would usually have it on. And I remember watching guys like Aaron Hutchins, Damon Key, Tony Miller, Chris Crawford, and Jim McIlvaine. My dad would talk about the legendary Al McGuire and Rick "the Pick" Majerus. We'd watch other basketball teams as well, but nobody played harder than Marquette, according to my dad. Maybe he was a little biased, but they were my team. Starting in 2nd grade, I attended my first basketball camp with Coach Andy Banasic at Marshfield Columbus High School. Columbus was the local Catholic high school and had a strong athletic tradition. The camp was great. Ball handling drills, shooting drills, defense, you name it. We had various contests, and every winner would get a certificate. Camps today seem to focus almost exclusively on offensive skills, but I actually won a lane slides certificate for doing the most defensive slides, lane line to lane line, in 1 minute. Kevin Orr was the junior varsity basketball coach at Columbus at the time and was also my physical education teacher at St. John's Elementary School. Orr stood about 5'10", with short, dark hair and an athletic build. Mr. Orr, as I knew him, was a ball full of energy. He came to school every day fired up about something, and I respected him because I knew he coached at Columbus. Mr. Orr would occasionally spit when he talked, which would elicit giggles from the kids sitting Indian style on the gym floor waiting for directions. One day, Mr. Orr announced that we were heading out to the parking lot for gym class. Tag? Dodgeball? Football? Regardless of your guess, you'd be wrong, as he led us to an open space of blacktop marked with 2 cones on each end. Lining us up single file, he told us we'd run one at a time from one set of cones to the other. "Wait for the whistle," he yelled. Each kid had an opportunity to run, while Mr. Orr held a stopwatch and a clipboard. I was a fast kid, and I probably ran 6 or 7 times because it was fun, not realizing that I was being evaluated on my 40-yard dash time with each blare of the whistle.